Right, Shalom. Giving no praise unto Kodash. Double honors under the apostles of Great Millstone. And I honest you brothers will be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. The brother and body are coming out here to give you this truth for the grace and mercy of Yahweh. Bashim Yahushai. Bashim Kodash. Giving no praise unto Bashim Kodash. Right, so this is going to be a relatively quick video based upon the book of Jeremiah, the first chapter, and the make sure I get the right scripture up here. Right, okay, the 8th chapter on down. Okay, so like this is an in transit style video, and this is dealing with the plethora of efforts to, at least on the surface level, to heal America, which is Babylon according to the scriptures. And we understand there is only one way America's gonna go, and that's down the drain. Okay, that's down the drain according to the scriptures. They, like the book of James, the 5th chapter speaks about, their gold is gonna be rejected. Okay, their silver is gonna be rejected, because ultimately this whole monetary system, as you're seeing in real time, right? This whole monetary system has been designed in such a way that it's gonna be destroyed. Okay, it's gonna be transitioned into the UBI system, MLTB system that's spoken about within the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter. So speaking on the surface level, you're seeing all these tariffs, right? Tariff over here, tariff over there, right? 90-day extension, and so on and so forth. Whatever the situation that's playing out, that on the surface of it, he's talking about they're trying to make America so-called great again. But the reality of the situation is America's been designed to be destroyed. Now, what they're not going to go out there on the TV screen and speak about is they're ushering in a new system. Okay, they're not going to go out there and say, yeah, this is all superficial, yeah, this is all fake, really we're crushing the economy. Okay, really we're transitioning into a new system. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to make it look like on the surface level of it that, yeah, this guy Trump, he's just a crazy man and he's just doing whatever. But the reality of the situation is he's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing, bringing about the destruction of the old way of doing things. Okay, bringing about the destruction of the existing system to usher in a new system, like you've seen here within the UK, right? Boris Johnson, when they had the C19 thing and he had all of them edicts, and this guy was laughing because these guys are actors. That's what you call breaking character. The same thing with DJ Trump. These guys are actors, man. They're playing a particular role to usher in a new system, which is the MLTB system. But on the surface of it, they're gonna make it look like they're gonna heal Babylon. But they would have healed Babylon, right? But Babylon can't be healed. This is what these low levels, they can't understand that. They can't understand that this whole system is transitioning into an MLTB system. They really think that there's gonna be a day when it's gonna be better again, like the old times, right? Some of these supporters really believe that there's a way in which this could be turned around, whether it be keeping Trump in office or putting somebody there. They really think that there's gonna be a way that America is gonna be healed again. Now here's where the Most High is bad. Okay, this is where you gotta say, man, the Most High is indeed a very, very scary power. Okay, it's fearful to fall into the hands of the Lord, because here it is. I'm speaking about the duality in the nature of the Red Hebrew Edomite Esau, how that he will frame something as, you know, an attempt to save the economy, namely Trump and whatever, right? But ultimately, he's really destroying the economy, right? So make so-called mega, right? MAGA or whatever they call it again. That's the surface level thing. But like I explained, there's a duality in the things that Esau does. So in one breath, he'll tell you that they're making efforts to make it to where the situation is better, but in reality, they're making it worse to usher in what they really want. Okay, so that's what Esau does. But see how bad the Most High is. The Most High, to fulfill the scriptures, the Most High said that the wicked is taken up in his own trap. Okay, the scripture says that the wicked is taken up in his own trap. Here it is. He thinks he's gonna be able to so-called bluff the game. Okay, he thinks he's really gonna be able to genius the game, like they used to say out here within the UK a long time ago. He really thinks he's gonna be a crook and have it to where he can have this whole fake revival of Babylon and this fake transition, right? He really thinks that you could be, you know, this surface level superficial attempt to make it to where Babylon is going to be healed right? But ultimately reaching into the MLTB system is going to be the thing that he's going to be able to achieve. He really thinks that he's going to rise up like the proverbial phoenix out of the ashes of this economy being destroyed. But here's where the Most High is bad. The Most High put it within his own spirit. He put it within his own spirit to really believe that after they destroy their own economy, after all of these prophecies are fulfilled, right, we would have healed Babylon, but Babylon is not healed. He really believes that because he's bringing that about, that the Most High is going to allow him to bring about, right, that new system that he's really going to be able, that he's really trying to usher in, that new world order. That's how bad the Most High is. The Most High has really put it within Esau's spirit to destroy his own kingdom, right? That through his pride, he believes that he's going to make it out of that. Now we understand from the scriptures that there's going to be chipping stations out there. They're going to be chipping. The chip's going to go out there, bro. The chip's going to go out there, man. It's going to be made mandatory. But when he's about to fill his belly, that the scripture says within the book of Job, the 20th chapter, the Most High saith what within the scriptures, right? That the Most High shall cast his wrath upon him, because here it is you destroyed your blessing, so you can have Jacob's blessing. Here it is you tried to save your life. You sought to save your life, okay? The scripture says you sought to save your life, but ultimately, right? You're gonna lose your life, okay? You're gonna lose everything that you've had, just like the scripture said. We would have healed Babylon, but Babylon is not healed because it's within the Most High's will. It's within the Most High's will that he maketh you believe that out of the ashes of you burning your own kingdom, you're going to be able to rise up again. It's not going to happen, bruh. That's not what's going to happen. Like the scripture says, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And that's what we're going to see out here, man. That's what we're going to see. We're going to see a situation where what? Jacob's going to be risen up, right? Esau is going to be burnt down to the ground, to a crisp. To the end, the scripture says the house of Jacob shall be a fire, right? The house of Joseph shall be a flame, but the house of Esau shall be full stubble. And they shall kindle in them, they shall devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. That's what the future holds for a red Hebrew Edomite Esau. That's what the future holds, man. So, hopefully that was a edification. Without I must say, all praise unto Yabashima Shabashimuko HaKodash. The bonus unto the apostle, great millstone, and the honest brothers that be pushing his truth in sincerity. I'll see you on the next one. Shalom.